Yo, welcome back to another episode of Great Conversations and Guests, man. It's your boy Turbo. Yo, welcome back to another episode of Great Conversations and Guests, man. It's your boy Turbo. I'm back with another episode, man. You already know, episode 39, man. Make sure y'all keep running up that last episode and run up that last episode with my boy Tyreek Hakeem. Like I said, he just dropped something a couple of weeks ago. Make sure y'all go tune into that. But week 2 of the NFL season, man. I got some more top pick games from y'all, from recap on y'all with y'all, and then I got you. I'm gonna tell y'all my picks that I got this upcoming week though. You feel me? Week 2, a real good week. The Packers in Washington started the week off real good game. Packers end up winning that game. Now I know I gave y'all the picks. I gave y'all the picks to pick, and we probably ain't do too well. If y'all pick what I pick, then we probably ain't do too well this week on betting. But that's the good thing about betting though, because you got a whole nother week to try to do it again and win it again. You feel me? So first thing first, like I say, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe on this video. And you already know we're gonna jump right into it. Feel me? So first game that I want to speak on or speak about is it was the game of the week. It was a rematch between the Eagles and Kansas City. You feel me? Everybody know Kansas City, my team. Now the only takeaway that I got from that game is I said right here last week and told y'all that I'm really not worried about our offense. You feel me? I'm not worried about our offense because we got Patrick Mahomes, best quarterback in the league right now. You feel me? No matter what the numbers say. But we really not worried about on offense because we're gonna still be able to make plays with a quarterback like that. Defensively, I was kind of proud of our defense because I kind of said that's what's gonna land at with that secondary and up front with that defensive lineman. But D lineman and the secondary really came out this week and had a hell of a game. You feel me? They held Jalen Hurts to about only 100 yards passing. You feel me? AJ Brown caught a couple of passes here. Devontae Smith caught a big pass late in the game, but their passing game never really get off the ground. Uh, the D line was after Jalen Hurts. He did get a rushing score, but that was through the tush push. You feel me? You know how that go. You feel me? But ultimately, I was really impressed with my team. Only thing I was mad about is Travis Kelce, man. He been messing up back to back weeks. You feel me? You already took Xavier Worthy out. That's a weapon that's gone from us. And then he had a touchdown. He had a touchdown right in his hands for us to take the lead. You know, I think it was to take the lead, and he dropped it. You feel me? And he just dropped the ball. You feel me? Like them type of plays, we need those type of plays to win them type of games. Him dropping that pass and it leading to an interception, end up leading to the Eagles getting another field goal and going up 10 points late in the quarter. We did eventually get another touchdown, but it's like we could have had that touchdown and on top of that touchdown, you feel me? And could have pulled out a victory. So man, Joe, they 0-2 right now. The season ain't over with. You feel me? It's kind of hectic right now, but still got a chance to get it back in order and still make a hard push for the playoffs. I ain't giving up on my team though. That's one thing I'm not gonna do. You feel me? Rasheed Rice still coming back. Xavier Worthy still gonna be back. But like I say, man, too, they gotta run the ball. Kansas City, y'all gotta run the ball. Patrick Mahomes led the team in rushing yards for the second week in a row, and he had another rushing touchdown, bro. But that's not, like I say, that's not him. That's not his game. He could get out the pocket if he needs to, but man, Pacheco, you got Kareem Hunt who back. Man, run the ball with them boys, man. Run the ball if y'all really trying to win. You feel me? Y'all gotta have some type of balance. You can't just go out there and pass when you know you only got Hollywood Brown out there, whoever Thornton is on the other side, Travis Kelce, who every year starting to just look a step slower and a step slower. I think this probably gonna be his last tender with the team this year. You feel me? So we're gonna see how it go, man. Hopefully it go out with a boom. You feel me? I hope we win another Super Bowl before Travis Kelce can get up out of there. You feel me? That'd be love. But you feel me? Y'all leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think about the Chiefs and the Eagles, though. You feel me? Another real good game that I was watching that I didn't expect to be a real good game was the Giants and the Cowboys. You feel me? The Giants had a real tough week the first week. You feel me? Russell Wilson couldn't get nothing going. He couldn't pass the ball. They didn't really run the ball well like that. Gave up a lot of sacks and couldn't really put up points. You feel me? But I guess they heard the chatter, and week 2 they showed up. Russell Wilson had a good game. You feel me? He had a good game. Got the ball early to Malik Neighbors. You feel me? To get him going. Scatterboo got in there, got him a rushing touchdown for the first year of the season. You feel me? That offense looked it better than it did week one, but the defense looked like it took a regression and took a step back from week one. That D line looked real good in the first week, but after playing that Dallas team, it looked like it took a step back. And I say that just because the way Dallas ran the ball. You feel me? Dak Prescott had a crazy game. He threw for 361 yards. He had 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. But uh, Jamal Williams had 19 carries for 97 yards with a touchdown, and I think that's what really made that difference in the game was by them running the ball and having that time of possession on them too. You feel me? CD Lamb came up late, and that overtime in that fourth quarter was some big catches. I'm talking about double covered and everything. He made some real big catches. Pickett's got in there, made some real good plays. CD had some touchdowns. You feel me? So them boys look like they built. Like I tell you last week, they got to build off that performance that they had in week one, and I feel like they starting to do that. I feel like Pickens starting to get better in that rotation with the receivers and with Dak Prescott getting used to Dak Prescott more, and CD just stepped up. You feel me? He ain't had no drops this week and none. And he came up big for his team when they needed him to this week. So man, all man, they say you can't hear me. Oh, but shit, yeah. But as far as the Giants though, I think they're gonna have to probably ain't after what Russell Wilson just showed in week two. I don't really think they're gonna make a drastic quarterback change right now. You feel me? I feel like they gonna wait. They gonna hold off now because Russell Wilson threw the ball. He got the ball to Malik Neighbors. You know, first week he was real mad and he couldn't get the ball. They weren't throwing him the ball. This week they got him the ball multiple times. You feel me? So like I say, a lot of teams just got to build off the good parts of what they're doing. So Russell Wilson got to take this and take this gameplay he had and take it to the next game because they could have won. They could have won and they should have won. But like I say, Dak Prescott came up late in that game. CD Lamb came up late in that game, and they was able to inch out the victory on the New York Giants. You feel me? A real close game, 40-37. It took overtime. It took an overtime too for them to win. So both teams got a lot to work on, especially the Dallas as far as with their defense. Like I said, their defense still look bad without Michael Parsons. Their D line don't look as fierce, ain't getting that much pressure on the quarterback, and that's why Russell Wilson was able to drop back and throw them rainbow balls like he was. You feel me? But like I said, y'all leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think about the Cowboys and the Giants. You feel me? Uh, another game that I want to get into too is the Bengals and the Jags. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. You feel me? Uh, my takeaway from that game is, man, we all seen what was gonna be the problem with Cincinnati. Well, a lot of us thought it was gonna be the defense. You feel me? The defense was gonna be real bad or inconsistent and stuff like that. And then ultimately, shit, it really ain't the defense. You feel me? It's really the offensive line. The offensive line, they after all these years, they still can't protect Joe Burrow. You feel me? Now he went down. Me personally, I thought he tore his ACL again. I was like, oh, it's really over with. But they say he got a turf toe, and they say he gonna be out. They placed him on injury reserve, so ain't no telling how long he gonna be out. And shit, with him being out, you feel me? T. Higgins and Jamar Chase both stepped up this week for sure. Both of them stepped up this week, showed why they got that money that Cincinnati gave them. But ultimately, you feel me? With the person they got playing quarterback, I don't expect the Bengals to be in no type of playoff position. Even if Joe Burrow do come back later on in the season, I feel like he's gonna have to play some heroic ball to try to get them in the playoffs again, just like he had to do last year with all them all them consecutive passing yards and touchdowns, two or more touchdowns in every game. You feel me? He's gonna have to really turn into Superman to try to turn that season around. So me personally, as of right now, I think the Bengals season really over with. You feel me? They gonna probably still play some good ball. You feel me? Based on how the schedule going, but don't look for them to do too much if you ask me. You feel me personally. And with the Jags, you feel me? The Jaguars really had a nice game, you feel me? Other than Trevor Lawrence turning the ball over 2 times, he did have 2 passing touchdowns, you feel me? He threw for over 200 yards, you feel me? But my thing is, you can tell, like, and I think teams are gonna start picking up on this too. Like, you can tell when Travis Hunter come in the game that they immediately trying to get to him. They trying to get the ball to him, trying to get the ball in his hands, trying to make him make a play and get open downfield. You feel me? And I feel like that's what's gonna ruin their offense. You feel me? Because he's not the number one priority. You need to be trying to get the ball to Brian Thomas Jr. as much as possible. He only had 4 receptions. You feel me? Last year's rookie year, he was almost on the highlight on the top 10 every week. Now it's like he catches here, 4 catches here. You feel me? He ain't even gotten a touchdown yet. You feel me? So I feel like they need to stop trying to like like Travis Hunter was a Heisman Trophy winner, he number one pick, yeah, this, that, and the third, but let the game come to him. You feel me? Let the game come to him, get comfortable with doing shit. Like every time he get in the game, don't mean y'all gotta exactly run a play strictly for him. You feel me? Because in a minute, everybody gonna start noticing because y'all ain't playing him all every down. You feel me? He coming in he got packages. So when he come in, everybody gonna start noticing like, hey, keep an eye on him because they only running certain type of routes with him. Bubble screens, look out routes, look hitch routes, you feel me? Flat routes, you feel me? He only getting the ball like real quick so he can try to make somebody move, make a move, make somebody miss, and think he gonna take it to the house. But this the NFL. This ain't college no more. So that all that one step, one move, it's kind of harder to do when you in the NFL. But ultimately, they offense really looked at really kind of good. Trevor Lawrence, he was throwing the ball pretty good. But like I say, Brian Thomas Jr., he only had 4 receptions. You feel me? They was double teaming him a lot. Parker Washington stepped up. Travis Etienne stepped up. He looking real healthy this season. He had a good week 1. Came in week 2. He had 71 rushing yards, had a receiving touchdown. You feel me? So he looking real good. So like I say, man, people just gotta build off this. But I will say this though, I don't think the Jags should have really lost that game. I think the only reason why they lost that game is that late pass interference call that they called on Travis Hunter, which me personally, I think it was a bad call. You don't call that call. You know, both players was fighting for position, using their hands. So at that point in that critical time of the game, I say you just let that play. You feel me? And whatever happened, shit, it happened. The game was already a close game, so it could have still went anyway. But with them throwing that PI call on there on top of that, it was like it was all she wrote. You feel me? But with saying that too, a lot of people starting to look at Travis Hunter like, oh, they probably shouldn't have spent no first round pick on him, and they trying to say he probably was overhyped, this, that, and the third. But still understand the man playing both sides of the ball. You feel me? He had one good play on defense when he it wasn't a pass breakup, but he ended up pushing the tight end out of bounds when he tried to make a catch on the sideline. You feel me? It was a real good play by him using the sideline as a extra defender. But other than that, man, he's still getting his feet wet, bro. A lot of these rookies still getting their feet wet. It's only week 2. Just give them a couple more weeks. They gonna probably get it going. But that's my thing right there. The Jags got to stop trying to like force the issue, trying to get Travis Hunter the ball so bad. Like he gonna get the ball, just let him do what he do. You feel me? And on the defensive side, he really looked at good playing corner. You feel me? Like I said, I said he should play corner anyways. You feel me? He really looked at good. Other than that pass interference call, like I said, to me was a bogus call. You feel me? The Jags played kind of well. You feel me? The defense looked good. The D line looked real good. They got after Joe Burrow. They got after the backup quarterback that came in after that. It's just they weren't able to make as many plays as they needed to. You feel me? And they came up short. You feel me? Another team people need to look out for too. I ain't gonna really say too much, but another team people need to look out for too is the Colts. You feel me? Like I say, it's still early. It's only week 2. You don't really know what teams is and who they really is right now until about week 4, week 5. But the Colts is 2-0, and that's what we do know. They 2-0. They ain't got no losses. They undefeated. You feel me? And Daniel Jones is fucking balling. You feel me? Just threw for 316 yards efficiently though. Efficient game from Daniel Jones. That's what's important. He had an efficient game, 316 yards. You feel me? No turnovers. No sack fumble, no interceptions, and you know that's what he do. You feel me? But it's just good to see Daniel Jones in a better situation. You feel me? He probably just needed to get out of New York. You know, every team that people go to ain't they team. Other teams help like re re revive people's careers, like Alex Smith. Look at Geno. Look at Sam Darnold now. You feel me? So it all just some people just need a new scenery sometimes, need a new skin, they need new coaches, new players around them, all type of shit. You feel me? All that really goes into perspective, you know? And Daniel Jones, for him going from having Saquon Barkley to not having Saquon Barkley in that offense in New York, and you seen how that season went for him. You feel me? But now he with the Colts, and he playing with another nice top 10 running back in the league with Jonathan Taylor, who's been showing consistently he good. You feel me? You playing with somebody like Jonathan Taylor. You got Michael Pittman Jr. over there on the outside. You got some weapons, and Daniel Jones got the Colts looking pretty good. I feel like if they was had Anthony Richardson playing right now, he wouldn't have his team 2-0. You know, he wouldn't have his team be 2-0, and they wouldn't probably be. They got a swagger to them right now. You feel me? Like I said, it's still early. Anything can happen, but Coach 2-0, they looking like a real good sleeper right now. You feel me? So make sure everybody keep their eyes on the Indianapolis Colts for sure. Uh, Another good game was Monday Night Football. The Bucks versus the Texans. Now y'all know one of the last time the Texans played the Bucks, if you remember, C.J. Stroud threw for like 400 yards, 5 touchdowns. He balled. He ain't gonna lie, he balled on the Bucks. But that was then. This is now. You know, it's a whole new team. And for the second week in a row, like I don't know how they doing it, but the Bucks pulled out another victory. You feel me? They pulled out another victory. Close game. You feel me? A real close game. They won 20-19. Baker Mayfield played a real good game again. 2 touchdowns, passing, no interceptions. You feel me? He did almost fumble the ball and had a fumble loss, but they was able to get on top of it. You feel me? Like I say, the longest Baker Mayfield playing good, he ain't turning the ball over, the Bucks is going to be exactly where you think the Bucks going to be. They're going to be in the playoffs. They're going to be in the playoffs. They got a real good running game with Bucky Irvin, Rasheed White. They got a real good passing game with Mike Evans, Emeka Buka. They got some weapons right there on the offensive side. Then you got Baker Mayfield who gonna spread the love out. He gonna try to hit everybody. He gonna try to hit Mike Evans. He gonna hit Emeka Buka. He gonna hit Bucky Irvin coming out the backfield. You feel me? It's gonna be a lot going on, and as long as he protecting the ball and playing how he playing and how he played these last 2 weeks, even in close games, that's real critical. Like he gonna have the Bucks where they need to be. You feel me? A lot of people need to make sure they pay attention to the Bucks. You feel me? C.J. Stroud, man, they need to first of all the Texans once after C.J. Stroud rookie year, you know they tried to get him some help. They went and got Stephon Diggs. You know they still had Tank Dell. They had Joe Mixon, and the offense looked real promising last year in the beginning of the season. But injuries started happening. Nico Collins went down first, and then Stephon Diggs went down with the ACL injury, and then Tank Dell went down for the season. Like it was just injury on top of injury on top of injury. Joe Mixon was in and out the lineup, but he ran the ball very good for the Texans last year. You feel me? This year, I don't think this year's team is better than last year's team. They don't got the firepower on offense. It's just right now. It's only Nico Collins, and he only can do so much because he getting doubled. Uh, I was expecting a lot from Dalton Schultz this year, but he still ain't showed me nothing since CJ really rookie year. You feel me? Last year he dealt with some injuries. He was in and out the lineups, Golden Shorts. But this year is just like, man, I ain't really been seeing nothing from him. Then on top of that, the Texans can't protect. You feel me? They can't protect CJ Stroud. A lot of the times if he wasn't getting sacked, it was because if he wasn't getting sacked, he was just sitting back there all day trying to look for a receiver to get open. He couldn't find nobody, and that was led to him being sacked. You feel me? Nick Chubb came out there and played hard. He had like 41 yards rushing. He had a rushing touchdown too. It was a real close game. It was a real good game for real. It was a real good game, but I just feel like the Texans not having them pieces that they need, like a Tank Dell to complement Nico Collins or having somebody like Joe Mixon. I understand Nick Chubb is a good running back, but he done had 3 knee surgeries, a foot surgery, and to me, it's really almost over with for Nick Chubb. You feel me? A real hard runner, but I wouldn't get him like the starting position for everyday down back, probably a power back or a goal line formation, stuff like that, because he is big, he can get in there. But as all he done, you can see like the injuries catching up to him. He lost a lot of that speed, that explosiveness that he had, and I think that's what the Texans thought they was gonna be getting from him. when they picked him up, but it's just not that, you know. And I just feel like the Texans they gonna miss out on the they gonna miss out on this season. They gonna miss out on the playoffs this year too, just because of that for that reason. The defense look good though. Don't get me wrong. The defense look good. Them linebackers, Al Shazier and them, Stingley Jr. and them looked good. He played a real good game on Mike Evans. You know, so defensively with D'Amico Ryans, you know that defense gonna look good. But offensively, they still need some help offensively. Uh, and they need to protect C.J. Stroud because if they don't, he gonna get hurt for sure. He gonna get hurt. You know. Uh, Another game we gonna get into, man. Another game was a good game to me. It wasn't even that it was no good game. I'm just really admiring how Justin Herbert been playing these last the opening season for real, for real. Like last year, I was kind of hard on him because I said like since his rookie year, his numbers been declining. You feel me? I ain't, and now I don't see the reason why his numbers was declining because he still was playing at a high level. You feel me? He just wasn't throwing as many touchdowns as he did his rookie year. You know, but the way he been starting this year, he started this year just balling for real. For real. He been playing some real good games. You feel me? Quinshawn Johnson looked better. I really think Keenan Allen returning was a real big help for him because he got somebody that knows him. He knows them. You feel me? They already got a connection. They already got a time. They done played together. They done played together. You feel me? Justin Herbert know what routes Keenan Allen like. Keenan Allen know what type of the receiver and the quarterback chemistry is like no other. You feel me? That's why it be so important for receivers and quarterbacks to always be on the same page. You feel me? Because that is very key. You feel me? That's like one of the major keys in sports is for your receiver and your quarterback to always be on the same page. Because if they not on the same page, then it's like the whole offense is gonna be off. But Justin Herbert, 242 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, another efficient game. I think he was only like 19 for 24 or something like that, or 27. You feel me? He played 20-9 over the Raiders. And then on top of that, the Chargers defense, Chargers defense out there looking good. Khalil Mack, Derwin James, them boys came over 3 interceptions Monday night. So, man, Joe, Chargers starting off good. The Chiefs starting off slow. The Raiders so. That division gonna be look like it's gonna be up for grabs right now. So motherfucker gotta make sure they really keep an eye on that division. You feel me? I feel like the Chiefs still can win it, but as of right now, the Chargers leading the division and they got their foot on the gas and I don't think they letting up. You feel me? Justin Herbert opened the game with a 60-yard bomb and touchdown. Like, man, Joe. Like Cam Newton put Justin Herbert in his top 10 quarterbacks to start the season, and I see why he put him up in. You feel me? Going all the way back to last year, he had a real good last year. You feel me? He only threw like 6 interceptions, over 20 touchdowns. You feel me? So it's like, and he threw over 3,500 yards. You feel me? So man, I just feel like Justin Herbert and Harbaugh, they got this team probably ready to make a real push, and with a quarterback like Herbert who gonna protect the ball, who got a big arm, who can be mobility when he need to, can run. You feel me? They got everything they need to be a championship team. They just got to put it together. You feel me, and bro? And last but not least, again for the second week in a row, I haven't forgot about the Chicago Bears. You feel me? And this is just crazy. You feel me? Like I wanted the Bears fans just made it seem like they was finna be that this season, and now I'm starting hearing all these excuses. Oh, they don't got this. Oh, they don't got that. Only thing I'm gonna would say is y'all defense don't look nowhere near as it did last year. Last year to start the season, the Bears defense was so dominant. They was sacking the quarterback. They was getting turnovers. They weren't giving up no 52 points or nothing. It was hard to score. It was very, very hard to score on the Chicago Bears last year. And that was the reason why Caleb Williams looked so good last year because the defense played so good and kept them in so much good field position that he didn't have to like lead the team on no real long drives to go score points. You feel me? He was already probably across midfield or already in plus territory for them to score the ball. You feel me? But man, and
Someone said, Danny Ela said we can't hear shit you saying,
Danny Elan, I don't even know who that is. Bro, I don't even know who he is. But shit, turn your mic up, turn your phone up. Shit, that's all I can tell you. You feel me? But The Bears, bro, y'all don't look good for real, for real. Y'all, first of all, y'all just gave up 52 points to a to the Detroit Lions that looked at like pure garbage the first week. You feel me? Them boys looked at they 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 new offense went on nothing, and then they turn around and play y'all, and they look like they still got some of Ben Johnson offense up in their playbook or something. You feel me? I'm talking about the don't get me wrong, like the game started off good. You feel me? It looked like it was gonna be a good back and forth game. It was 14-14 in the going into the second quarter and shit. But then after that, bro, the Detroit Lions just started taking off. Taking off. They found the running game with Jahmyr Gibbs that they didn't find week one. Jahmyr Gibbs and Montgomery started going off. Jared Goff just started throwing the ball. He just started throwing that bitch. Motherfuckers was just open. The Bears need some motherfucking people in the secondary. You can't just hire Jalen Johnson out there. Jaquan Brisker, I like him as a safety, but he's not a covering safety. He more of a come down to the line of scrimmage and play like that. I have more like blitzing packages for him. He more like of a run stopper safety more than a pass first safety. You know, so they just need some help in that secondary. Uh, they linebackers ain't looking to, it's just a lot. In the way everybody was talking about the Bears coming into the season, they thought they were just gonna be the one of the top teams, and they really not. You feel me? They really not one of the top teams right now. You feel me? They looking bad. They only put up 21 points. You feel me? This week, y'all put up more points last week. Uh, Caleb Williams still not looking good, and he not looking like comfortable in the offense. You feel me? He had a turnover.
Then he said, I don't know what he's saying about fucks with the drip.
Appreciate it. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. But yeah, man, I don't know. And then it's reports coming out saying that Ben Johnson saying it started in practice, and even in practice they don't look like no championship team. So it's like it's a whole collective group right now, from coaching to players to personnel. Like everybody need to they need to go and have probably a team meeting, sit everybody down and be like, hey, bro, X, Y, and Z. That's what needs to happen, and that's what we're doing strictly straight on from here, so they can turn the season around. Because you got the Kansas City Chiefs old offensive coordinator, and then you went and got Detroit old offensive coordinator. Both of them offensive coordinators is great coordinators. You see what I'm saying? That did amazing things with those teams that they was at. Now they come here, and it's like what the fuck is they drawing up? You feel me? Couldn't run the ball, DeAndre Swift. He still couldn't run the ball. You feel me? Romeo Duzier is looking like your best receiver, but that's only because I don't know if DJ Moore and Caleb Williams got they bumping heads, or but I really feel like DJ Moore really don't want Caleb Williams at quarterback, because every time he's dropping back to throw him the ball is either overthrown, it's probably short, or it's just he can't get to it. You feel me? So the Bears, man, y'all doing bad to start off. Y'all look worse than the Chiefs right now. Like we both our teams 0-2, the Chiefs 0-2 and the Bears 0-2, but y'all 0-2 look bad, bro. Y'all 0-2 look bad. Y'all lost to a basically a rookie, and JJ McCarthy blew a 11-point lead in the fourth quarter at that. In the fourth quarter, he blew a 11-point lead. You feel me? And still lose the game. And then you turn around the next following week, walk into Detroit and just get spanked like that. 52 points. Jared Goff was 334 yards. He went like 23 for 28, 5 touchdowns, bro. Like he was just throwing the ball all over the place. Amon-Ra St. Brown 2 touchdowns. Laporta had a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs had like everybody was scoring on their team. You feel me? And then they asked Ben Johnson in the press conference when it was fourth and goal. Do he feel like Dan Campbell started running up the score on him? Of course he knew. Y'all, everybody know Dan Campbell started running up the score on him. It's fourth and goal. You could have kicked the field goal. He went for the touchdown. Like it's clear as day. But y'all know why he did that. You feel me? He left to go be with the Bears. Thought the grass was gonna be green on the other side, and shit. Right now, it ain't looking like it's greener. You feel me? It's looking like Detroit. You probably should have stayed with Detroit, because now it's like, oh, you ain't got this receiver. You ain't got nobody to match Jameson Williams. You ain't got nobody to match Laporta. You ain't got nobody to match Gibbs. You ain't got nobody to match Montgomery. That's why that offensive work is so good in Detroit. Now you over here in Chicago and it's like, well, you ain't got two running backs. You ain't got two receivers. You ain't got a top tight end. You feel me? And then on top of that, y'all defense giving up 52 points. So it's like man, y'all need to they need to do something ASAP and they need to do something fast for sure, or the season gonna be over with real quick. You feel me? And one more thing that I want to talk about too. I ain't really gonna get into the Ravens and the Browns game. Y'all already know how that game was gonna go either way it goes. But Lamar Jackson, shout out to Lamar Jackson, cause right now as he's still playing, and this is crazy because he, like I said, he's still playing. He's still young. He's still playing in the league, and he still got a lot more to accomplish. You feel me? But as of right now, he just became the all-time leader in passer rating for a quarterback, and he the all-time leader in rushing yards for a quarterback. So if you ask me, it look like an MVP, another MVP season loading for Lamar Jackson. Because anytime this man wake up on Sunday or Monday or Thursday to go play football, it's like he wake up and he like, man, I want to throw 4 touchdowns. You mean I want to throw 4 touchdowns, 5 touchdowns, 6 touchdowns, rush for 70 yards, score a rushing touchdown. Like the man going out there and just doing what he wants to. And then on top of that, he's doing it at an efficient rate. You know, he don't throw a lot of passes. You ain't gonna see Lamar Jackson drop back for no 42 passes or 35 passes. He'll throw 30 probably at the most. And with them 30 passes, he gonna be so efficient. He gonna have so many yards, so many touchdowns, and spread the ball out to so many people. You feel me? DeAndre Hopkins looked good. Zay Flowers looked good. Bateman, all them players looked good. Even though Derrick Henry had a tough game running the game on that Browns defense, I told y'all that Browns defense is good when it comes to the when it come down to the run defense. Pass defense gonna be something different, especially when you, like I say, especially when you playing somebody like Lamar Jackson. You feel me? So that's an exception. You feel me? But all in all, you feel me? Y'all leave a comment and let me know what y'all think about week 2. If I missed some teams that y'all think I should have talked about, drop it in the comments and let me know. Or if I missed a game that y'all felt like that was a good game that I didn't talk about, let me know and I can still talk about it. You feel me? But I want to get into these the picks for next week because we trying to win that bread, bro. We trying to win that bread. You feel me? So let's get into it. You feel me? Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe on the video. So the kickoff week 3 already. You feel me? This shit flying. Kickoff week 3 tomorrow. The Bills playing the Dolphins. Now everybody know how this game gonna go. Make sure y'all take the Buffalo Bills. Josh Allen. I feel like Josh Allen gonna have a good game. James Cook should have a good game. Uh, the Dolphins just look bad as a team, offensively, defensively. Tua threw 2 touchdowns last week, but it's like even when you shine, you still trash. It's like it don't even outweigh the good. You feel me? So if you betting with your money, put your money on Buffalo for sure. Uh, the Bengals and the Vikings. Now this is gonna be a good game. I say choose who y'all feel like y'all want to choose because both JJ McCartney ain't playing because he gonna be out with an ankle injury, and Joe Burrow ain't playing. Like I said, he got that turf toe, so that game gonna really be up for grabs. Me personally, I'm gonna probably bet on a points total. I'm gonna probably bet on the points total, but I am gonna put Justin Jefferson down probably for a anytime touchdown and for him for some receiving yards because to me that's just one of the best players in the game. And I'm gonna put some money on Jamar Chase too to get a touchdown because he always the first person to score on Cincinnati. I won a lot of money off Jamar Chase last year, so I'm gonna put some money on him and on Justin Jefferson. So if I'm taking a point total. If you want to, probably just stay away from that game. Don't even pick no real winner for that game. You know, Texans and the Jaguars should be a good game. Both teams looking to find their identity on offense and defense. Both teams looking for a win. You feel me? But I think the Jags get the edge against the Texans just because, like I said, the Texans' offensive line is bad, and the way the Jaguars' D line is playing, they will be able to get out the C.J. Stroud, and if they able to get out to him enough, he might start turning the ball over. And once you start turning the ball over, you know how they gonna go. Um, I just look I look for Trevor Lawrence to play another good game, probably eliminate them 2 interceptions he had. You feel me? And they could pull out this victory against the Texans because even though the Texans defense is good, I feel like Travis Etienne been running the ball real good. Trevor Lawrence been throwing the ball real good. You feel me? I just think they got to get the ball to Brian Thomas Jr. this game. Like he got to be the number one priority if they want to win this game. Him, Etienne, And like I said, stop trying to force the ball to Travis Hunter and let the game come to him. He gonna get his when it comes to it. You feel me? Colts and Titans. Like I just said, Colts 2-0. You feel me? Colts 2-0. Titans still yet to win the game. My boy Cam Ward had his first touchdown pass last week. It was a To me, it was a bad pass because it was everything you tell a quarterback don't throw across your body to the opposite side of the field, and he did that in the red zone. So that play could have went anyway. Luckily, it went down for a touchdown for him, but they still got their spanked like 31-19. That defense ain't what it looked like in the preseason. In the preseason, that defense looked kind of promising. It looked like it was gonna be good, but to start the season, it ain't really been looking like that. And on top of that, that offense looking like it need more weapons than just Calvin Ridley. They've been dropping a lot of passes, and then on top of that, a lot of their receivers can't create separation from corners, can't get open. And that's leaving Cam Ward in a lot of tight situations where he got to try to make some plays with his legs, which he can do, or he been getting sacked a lot too. So um another game, the Raiders and the Commanders. I'm taking the Commanders to bounce back. Everybody talking about Jaden Daniels going through a sophomore slump. He finna show y'all this week. Ain't no sophomore slump. Get back in that win column. Play a real good game. You feel me? I'm putting my money on him, and I'm gonna put my money on Scary Terry too, cause he been quiet since he got that money. But I feel like this game against the Raiders can be a game that he really can snatch off in for real, for real. And I think the Commanders gonna come out on top because they defense is playing really well. You feel me? And the Raiders, Geno Smith threw 3 picks Monday. So I don't think, and against this Commanders team that's real good, they get out the quarterback. If you start turning the ball over against the Commanders, you get them too many possessions, they will start putting up points, and Jaden Daniel will start getting hot and start finding the receivers, Zach Ertz. And only takeaway I'm gonna take away from the Commanders is Austin Eckler just went down. You feel me? And that was a real good running back, real good, solid running back for them. Now they down him and they down Brian Robinson Jr. I know they probably kicking themselves right now that they gave him away, but you have to try to next man up. That's it, next man up. But for sure, make sure y'all put the Commanders down on y'all tickets for the win, though, for sure. Um, a real good game, the Rams versus the Eagles. The Rams and the Eagles played each other in the playoffs last year, didn't they? Or was that the Packers? Somebody put the Rams out. It was one of them teams. But all in all, the Rams gonna be another team in the NFC that's gonna be in the playoffs. So this is gonna be a real good game because these teams might see each other in the playoffs. You feel me? Both teams been playing real good. The Rams look good since they picked up Devontae Adams. They still got Puka Kanoa. You feel me? That defense been playing real good. I feel like take the Rams over the Eagles this week, just because, like I said, Jalen Hurts haven't been throwing the ball real well. So you know what they're gonna do. They're gonna try to run the ball. If you take away that passing game and you turn the Eagles to a one-dimensional team, it's gonna be easy to stop them. You feel me? They just gotta be able to. They just gotta be ready to. If y'all locking things down on the back end with the receivers, the linebackers, and them, that front seven just gotta be ready to put a stop to Saquon Barkley. Once you put a stop to that running game and they can't pass the ball, you got the Eagles right where you need them. But y'all have to capitalize off that. The Rams got to capitalize off that. They're gonna have to score the ball because if you don't score the ball and you just stopping them, you just leaving them in the game, and Jalen Hurts gonna find some way to win. So me personally, that's gonna be one of my money games right there because I know the Eagles gonna be favored to win, so I'm taking the Rams, bro. Uh, another other than that, shit, the Bears play the Cowboys. I say take the Cowboys over the Bears just because we just talked about the Bears. That defense don't look good. The offense don't look good. They can't run the ball. They barely can pass the ball. The defense, they done lost their best corner. So look for CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens to have a good game. If Jamal Williams come out running the ball like how he did last week too, they gonna probably put up a lot of points on the Chicago Bears too. So take the Cowboys over Chicago Bears. Um, the Chiefs got that game Sunday night against the Giants. Hopefully, we can get our first win against the Giants. So take Kansas City. We should be able to come out there and get that first win over the New York Giants, a team they ain't got no wins yet too. So somebody got to come out as a winner. And I still feel like even though we 0-2 and they 0-2, I feel like we the better 0-2 team just because these last two games that we lost only been by a score, and we only lost by a score of 3, and the other one was by 6. So the defense is there. The defense is playing real good. They leaving the Chiefs a chance to take the lead or be in the games late in the game, just like they helped us out last year all season. They helped us out last year, and they still doing it this year. And if you go all the way back to last year, it's still only one game, and that's the Super Bowl in which the Kansas City Chiefs defense gave up more than 28 points. You know, we gave up what, 27 in week 1 against the Chargers, then we turned around and gave up 20 in week 2 against the Eagles. You feel me? So I don't expect Russell Wilson to come out and ball like he did, how he did against the Cowboys over the Chiefs, just because Steve Spagnuolo gonna send them dialing blitzes up and they gonna get out to Russell Wilson. You feel me? It's just all about that secondary locking in and playing good ball like they did against Philly, and they gonna come out with that win. Uh, Monday night, that's gonna be a real good game. Lions taking on the Ravens. You feel me? The Lions just looked at like the old Lions last year, put up 52 points. Jared Goff out there, 334 yards, 5 touchdowns. Jameer Gibbs uh, getting touchdowns, running all over the place. Montgomery running all over the place like a bowling ball. You got Jalen Williams doing his thing. Amon-Ra St. Brown doing his thing. And then the defense stepping up. And that's the most important part. The defense stepped up. They caused turnovers. They had fumbles. They had interceptions. They had sacks. And that's what's important. But I'm going with the Ravens. I told y'all, shit, Lamar Jackson breaking records, and he's still in the league playing. So for me, I'm putting my money on the Ravens. So I feel like y'all should probably put y'all money on the Ravens too. They're my top picks. Now, if I know I missed a couple of games. The games that I didn't mention is the games I'm gonna stay away from. It's a lot of players that's hurt, a lot of quarterbacks that ain't playing these weeks. So I'm staying away from them games because them games it's a coin toss. They can go either way. But if I missed the game that you think I should have talked about, man, leave it in the comments, and I'll probably put them on my ticket, and I'm gonna take your word for it. You feel me? But you already know. You feel me? It's your boy Turbo. It's been another episode of Great Conversations and Guests. Remember to add me on Instagram at DMG Turbo. For y'all that got Facebook, add me on Facebook at John Morant. Also, you can add me for those who got TikTok. I'm on TikTok and I'm on Twitch at Turboconvo. You feel me? Make sure y'all get at me. Make sure y'all add my boy behind the lens, TJ at Taj_Miller. You feel me? And y'all already know. As long as y'all keep fucking with us, man, we gonna keep dropping this shit.